Hi everyone, this is Jordan from Road to Dawn. My voice sounds extremely weird and dumb on a mic that's not kind of all over the place. So, basically the point of this video is I'm going to show you some of the albums that most definitely that kind of describe how I write music in a sense. So let's get started. The reason why I chose Snail, Lush, most definitely, it's a very melancholic album. That basically describes how everybody describes it, but like not like by like when I mean like melancholic album, I mean like it's really just true to its core. Like the way that she describes things and like all the effects on the guitars, like it just makes me feel sad, but also hopeful at the same time. If that makes any sense. Especially one of my favorite songs on here, Speaking Terms. Love that. Made me cry for a long time because I went through a breakup around the time when I first really got into this album. And man, oh man, I cried my eye. The reason why I chose The Fall from Gorillaz is because, in all honesty, in all wholehearted honesty, this is a very, very, very uncommon opinion, but The Fall is my favorite Gorillaz album. Let that sink in for a bit. Basically, oh yeah, by the way, I just want to compliment on this. I got this on Record Store Day, and this was the first press this album ever got released in North America, and the green with it is just beautiful. Oh my gosh. All right, this album's just weird. It's empty. It's dark. It's... Wow, I'm a really depressing person. But no, seriously, in all honesty, it just helps create like just this atmosphere. And especially kind of going along with how the Gorillaz whole thing, the Gorillaz story atmosphere, where basically this thing is, I'm pretty sure I'm getting this right, but I'm pretty sure this is basically like 2D when they were on tour. 2D was had an iPad and just kind of started recording these and then released them. So these songs were made off of an iPad. Great. But yeah, I don't know. It just has a really very lonesome atmosphere that like not a lot of things can capture. If you didn't think I was gonna put the Black Parade on here, you're an idiot. But yeah, I know the Black Parade. This album is extremely special to me. The writing on here is near perfect. This album is perfect, and I don't want anybody to tell me otherwise because it's my opinion. I can literally put this on straightforward, listen to every single song back and forth, and then listen to it again. The biggest accomplishment in this album, I have to say, like everybody else says, is Mama and Cancer. And those two songs specifically helped me kind of like rethink how I write songs in a sense, because like Mama, you already know. Cancer, tears, and Dead at the beginning too. Oh my gosh, man, Dead at the beginning is crazy. That was wild. That's a Wildlife by Loud Dispute is an extremely special album to me, and it got me through a very, very dark time in my life. As unironic as every single Loud Dispute fan has said in their life. Yeah. Basically. Yeah. So, this album. It tells stories in such a manner that I can perfectly envision everything that is happening in my head while Jordan is saying these things. Hey, Jordan, my name is Jordan too. Connections. And the reason why I love Wildlife is because like during that dark time I started like recording little demos and stuff, and that was kind of like the first demo EP that I put out. Forgot what I called it. I just want to be able to write and just have people have a clear picture in their head when it comes to certain subjects, just to perfectly envision the situation that I'm trying to describe in my music. You know what I mean? This album is just sexy. This album is sexy. After Laughter by Paramore, it took me a little while to actually fully get into this album. But the second it clicked, I never looked back at all. This album is single-handedly, once again, a very unpopular opinion, Paramore's best writing I've heard from them, period. Yeah, this is basically like the Black Parade for me. I can listen to this thing back and forth, up and down. I made a post and Haley was just like, I'm gonna like that. Thank you, Haley, for liking that. That made my day. I wrote a song after that. It's actually really good. This album is about unity. To Pimp a Butterfly is single-handedly one of the best rap albums I've ever listened to in my life. And it's his best work, in my opinion. Me being someone who sometimes don't really feel like I belong in the black community, I listen to this and I'm just like, anybody belongs in the black community. I listen to this, I see struggle, I see my struggle, and then I think about how similar my struggles goes on to other black children's struggles and stuff like that, other black boy struggles that isn't really talked a lot about. Momento Mori by Flyleaf is once again a very popular opinion within the Flyleaf community, is their best work. Memento Mori, specifically the deluxe edition, is amazing. It's honestly extremely well-rounded. Me as a Christian, I want to be able to tell stories from the Bible, but like describe it in a way that it can, like, describe it in such a brutal way that they do, you know, especially in a song like Chasm. Hot dang. Hot damn. That song is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Who Am I is gorgeous. I'm looking off my phone because I don't have the thing. There's no existing like vinyl of it. It's only in CDs, which I plan to get. Enemy, great. Break Your Knees, amazing. Uncle Bobby. That song is, in my full opinion, their best song. And please, every song that I mention in this video, just go look it up yourself. And yeah, you'll get kind of like an understanding. This album is just a story. A giant story. Nimrod by Green Day is once again, in my opinion, their best album. As much as a lot of people kind of like dismiss this as like definitely in their top 3, top 5, in my opinion, it's their best. I can't really get into Dookie. Yeah, I just felt literally everybody starting to hate me. I can listen to Dookie, but like I can't get into Dookie as much as I can get into Nimrod. Nimrod is a very, for Green Day, it's an extremely experimental album. There's things of ska, pop punk. There's a lot of talks about most definitely growing up, how it feels to be like within like your mid-20s and stuff like that, which I am 20 now, so it definitely helps me right now. Number one is literally my favorite album in the universe. This album single-handedly single-handedly made me love things. And that is Coral Fang by the Distillers. If anyone has a vinyl of this, give it to me. I need it. I need this. I need to spin it as many times as I can until it dies, and then I'm going to put it on a plaque and have it on my wall. This album, front to back, this is what this made this. This was the first. These were the first songs that I learned on guitar. It came to the point. Wow, y'all just heard me swallow. It came to the point where I learned every single song on this album front to back on guitar. Knew both parts. I don't really know it anymore because it's been a while, but I can still pick up on a couple of things. I learned every single song front to back on this album without trouble. I could put this on anytime I wanted to practice, easy. I put it on shuffle one day, and it was like Gallows God, and then it went straight to Hall of Mirrors, and I got that transition, which is not really the transition how the album's set up. I got it perfectly in like 2.5 seconds.